What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Upper 90 YouTube channel where we talk about soccer, aka football if you're across the pond. My name's Mike. I'm a Chelsea fan, so we're going to be talking about the best team in London. Let's go. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to drop and like this YouTube channel because again, it does help us grow. Where again, we do talk about a lot about the Premier League. We do talk a lot about Chelsea. We do hit a few other leagues, but again, mostly the Premier League because again, it's the best league in the world. Now, today I want to recap the Chelsea game, obviously, which is why I'm wearing this awesome jersey. Azpilicueta on the back because he's one of the best captains our club's ever had. Now, I want to mention that this team has been playing phenomenal since Tuchel has come on board. We haven't lost a single game in 11 matches. We've beaten Atletico, we've beaten Liverpool, we've beaten, let's see, who else have we beaten? I can't even think who else we've beaten. We won yesterday against Everton. So, I mean, we are beating solid teams. It's not like we're beating the bottom feeder teams right now. And again, obviously, there's still transition with this team, with the manager, because again, Thomas Tuchel hasn't had a very long time at the club, but again, he's already been nominated for Manager of the Month, which I think is well deserved. I don't think he'll get it, but he's up there right now because again, what Pep Guardiola is doing at Manchester City is just on another level, which I think has been shadowing Tuchel right now, which is why we actually don't even hear about him and how well he's doing because again, Man City's been doing so well. Now, again, they played Everton yesterday, which was a fabulous, an awesome, great match to watch because, again, these two teams are fighting for fourth place. So, again, we probably know as a Chelsea fan club that we're not going to be in the top two. I think that's going to be reserved for Man City and Manchester United. I think the gaps between the 2 points or between the teams is just too big right now. And therefore, I think it's going to be between third and fourth place, which I think is going to be between us, Leicester, possibly Tottenham and West Ham as of right now. But again, there's still 10 games left, so it could all change between those teams. But again, I think we can push for third place, which again is a good goal to have the way the season's been going. So again, if we can finish in the top four, it'll be great. But again, I would like to do a little bit better, obviously, next season. But again, we played Everton yesterday, and the match that we had was one of those games that I wasn't too sure what to expect between the two teams because Everton has been playing well. They won their last 3 games. They did beat West Brom 1-0, which again isn't as good as saying beating Liverpool 1-0, but again, they were on a winning streak. And again, they were pushing for fourth place because they're sitting right behind Chelsea. Now, the formations that came out weren't too surprising. Tuchel came out with 3 in the back. We had Azpilicueta. We had Kurt Zouma, who was actually back in the starting lineup, and Christensen, which again, he has been stepping up for the most part since Thiago Silva has been injured. The fact that he's been doing so well, I'm not sure who exactly is going to be keeping playing if Thiago Silva does come back because also we have Rudiger on the bench. So between the three, I think Dave Azpilicueta is going to stay on the starting 11. I do see them rotating, obviously, because again, we want to keep those legs fresh. But between the other CBs, I think Christensen and Thiago Silva might be the better matchup right now. But again, I think Rudiger will kind of step in. Zuma, I think we push back to the side again, which not too surprising because again, Tuchel really hasn't played him too much. Now, along with the rest of the squad, we had Reece James out there and Alonso, who again has been shining very well under Tuchel. After that, we had Kovacic and Jorginho in the midfield. And up top was kind of surprising because we had Kai Havertz, who was back in the lineup after a very long time. So again, it was good to see him back. Man of the match, I think he played phenomenal. A bit unlucky, he didn't get that goal. I mean, obviously it was an own goal, but again, he was there to put the ball where it needed to be. He also caused a PK. So again, overall, he did a phenomenal job yesterday. So I'm glad that he is back. I'm sure he'll still get rotated as well because again, our wingers and everything, we have so many weapons that we can utilize because we had Hudson-Odoi and then Timo Werner that also started for the team yesterday. So again, those 3 guys are solid, but again, we also have Drew on the bench, we have Pulisic, we have Ziyech, just to name a few guys, Mason Mount, which I think was just getting rested. He did come on as a sub later on, but again, this team, there's so many solid players that I don't know how Tuchel can make a decision on who to start. But again, he has been rotating and it has been working, which again, as a fan, I'm happy about because again, I wasn't too sure how he was going to come in, step up, because again, there is the manager bounce effect, which usually helps a club, but usually only get about 3-4 games. We're on 11 games now. And the fact that we haven't given up a goal at home with Tuchel just speaks volume. We, the last 3-4 years, have had massive issues with our defense. Now, whether that was because of our goalkeeper situation, because of our defense system, the way Lampard was doing formations, again, it's hard to exactly say. But the fact that with Tuchel there, we haven't really let many goals. Mendy hasn't had too many opportunities to really pull us out or make huge saves, which again is a good thing. And when he does have to be called, he is making those saves. So overall, the team that has been producing, not just the starting 11, but the whole squad has been doing well, which makes me realize when we played Everton that we should have easily won that game because, yes, Everton has been playing good, but again, Ancelotti, who is just a phenomenal manager as well, when you compare the two squads, his squad does not compare to Chelsea. I mean, even look at the bench. The players coming off the bench from Chelsea to Everton is night and day difference. They have Tom Davies, who might be their best bench player coming off, and that's it. After that, it's pretty low with the quality. I'm not saying those players are not good, but comparing to Chelsea, where again, you have all these solid players, Conte also on the bench for Chelsea, it's hard to really get a full 90 minutes from your squad and actually win these games, which is why I don't think Everton's going to be even reaching the top 4 this year. Now, they did do a little bit more in the back. They did set up pretty well. They also had Iwobi, who was pushed back as a wing back, but I think that was because Alonso was pushing up higher, which definitely changed up the scenario for Ancelotti and Everton because, again, I think their goal was to be pushing up as well because they want Iwobi to tuck in and sneak into that backside because typically Alonso is not a very fast defender. So, again, Iwobi with his speed, they're probably hoping to get a counter on that side. They had 1 or 2 opportunities, but otherwise not too much happened because, again, Alonso was able to push up and really make the whole Everton defense just sit back and couldn't push forward, which, again, was overall a great game. Now, overall, again, Chelsea had a lot of chances. Timo Werner probably should have scored, but, again, I got to give some credit where credit's due. Pickford, again, has been just a great goalkeeper. Don't like him, but again, he is good. So again, giving credit where credit's due because he made some phenomenal saves, which again, I'm not sure had we have scored more, how this game would have looked because again, Timo Werner probably should have scored. Conte had an opportunity to score, which again, he probably should have, but of all the players who missed that one, if Conte missed it, I'm not too worried, too surprised because again, he's not the one that should be finishing those. Reece James also had a few opportunities because they were giving him anchors of space, which usually he can hit those shots and put them on target. Wasn't able to yesterday, but overall, again, I think he had a great game. The whole squad looked great. Passing, possession, everything, pressing. We didn't really have any bad areas yesterday, which if we can keep this going, again, I think we can easily push to 3rd place and hold that position, push Leicester out and any other team pushing forward because, again, I think Tottenham's going to start sneaking up a little bit. We got Bale, we got Kane, we got Son up top for them. And I think with those 3 guys, if they are able to work well, they are a threatening team because usually it was Harry Kane that was only the guy that could score for them. And when you shut him down, the rest of the team kind of fell apart. The fact that now Son and Bale can take some of that pressure makes it a lot harder to defend that team. So again, I think they're going to start sneaking up just a little bit and possibly into the top 4. But again, with the Chelsea versus Everton game, the game did end 2-0 with, again, another clean sheet. So can't be more happy for this team. We're looking forward to the next couple games. Again, I think Chelsea, defense-wise, if Thiago Silva comes back, we should be doing fairly well. I don't think we're going to let too many goals. So hope you guys like this YouTube channel. Again, this was about more of a Chelsea episode today. Again, we do talk about different type of Premier teams, but again, it will be about Chelsea a lot. So if you haven't done before, make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It does help this YouTube channel, and we keep growing so you guys can hear more and more about soccer.